We're gonna get gold, it looks like, but we need to back and sit in front of this Phoenix.
Attack right lane.
We are going to make our way over there, and we're gonna see if we can catch them committing.
Your left Phoenix is under attack. An enemy.
There we go. Mercury's able to get the kill, and we're gonna taunt them off of the Phoenix, or fear them, I should say, off of the Phoenix. We were able to get the Erlong. Now our team is pushing. We should be able to push them back. Mercury's pretty deep. I don't know if he's chasing or running. Looks like he's running. We're gonna get some poke onto the Sobek. Able to get another kill.
Attack middle lane.
What do, Scooby-Doo? It's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we have some Raijin in the mid. I like to look back at some games I've already played, see what went right, what went wrong, add some commentary, go over the build and go over the character. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week, and the whole intent of the channel is to reduce the Smite learning curve. So, if that is something you are interested in, please subscribe for more. If you are a returning viewer, we have a very fun game of Raijin in mid. The score and total player damage and stuff is going to be posted at the end. But this was a pretty dominant performance, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing Raijin in this game. So let's go ahead and go over Raijin's abilities for anyone who this information might be new to. Raijin's 1 is going to be a line attack. It shoots 3 times, and the last hit has 2 projectiles on it. Raijin's 2 is going to place his little partner, Raiju, on the enemy, which is going to slow them. If you hit them with any damaging ability or a basic attack, it'll activate Raiju, and he will bounce around enemies, doubling the slow. So we're going to start off on speed, use our 1, make our way to mid. Raijin's 3 is going to be a leap in a sense. It's kind of like a teleport. He casts it, and then some lightning comes down, strikes the area, then he teleports to the area, doing another attack. Then Raijin's passive is every 5th ability he casts, his cooldowns are going to be reduced by 2, including the ability he just cast. So we're going to be able to kind of spam abilities with Raijin. And then Raijin's ultimate, he is able to cast 4 shots in this drum state, and the shots can have 1 of 3 effects. I'm currently playing on Xbox, so I'm going to use the Xbox controller to explain this. If you push the left trigger, you're going to activate the first type of ultimate shot, which is going to be 100% damage. If you activate the 2 trigger, it's going to be a fear. And then if you activate the 3, it's going to be a taunt. And then if you push the right trigger, it's just going to fire what you fired last. So if you want to do taunt to damage, you have to do LB, left trigger, left trigger, left trigger. Or you can do LB, left trigger, right trigger, right trigger. Left B, left trigger, right trigger, right trigger. Anyway, we were able to secure first blood, did a little bit of teamwork with Mercury, able to contest the Harpies and get a kill. Naja was able to rotate in to get the damage. A little bit of a bummer because we rotated to get some XP. Now we didn't get the XP, and we're missing a little bit of XP in mid. So we're just going to leap over the wall to avoid the enemy. Go ahead and full clear right here. And then we're going to make our way back to our red buff. So we are burning a decent amount of mana. That's probably because we're using all of our abilities pretty often. We just picked up the red. We're level 4. They're level 3. So we are doing alright. And then going over the build. So let's go ahead and go over that while we just kind of farm up some of these camps. We started with Mage's Blessing. We want to get that 10% cooldown and the bonus damage on abilities. Then we are going into the tier 1 of Spear of Desolation. This is going to allow us to leave spawn with the starter item and an item that's giving us 15 power. So right now we have a very powerful start. We are going to want to get out of here.
Out of mana.
we're just going to walk back. We might hang out and clear this wave. And that should give us enough money for boots. Magi is here, so we're going to back up to avoid him.
These guys are
And then
trash.
we somehow get the kill on the Cuckoo. I guess he took a tower shot.
Now that deserves a good old.
Anyway, we're going to be going into the lifesteal boots.
Your middle tower is under attack.
And this build, I was watching an SPL game. They had a lot of success on Raijin. I forget which team it was, but I'm kind of just mirroring the build I saw in the SPL. And then I guess we're going to try to figure out why they went those items. So the starter item and the tier 1 item makes sense. It's going to allow you to leave with the most power with the starter item. And then it's also going to evolve, giving us some cooldown, allowing us to do a little bit of extra ability damage in the early game.
Carry me, team.
Then the lifesteal boots are so we can get some form of lifesteal. Raijin is a little bit squishy, so any little bit of sustain is going to be able to help him out. We don't need too much, but just this little bit that we do have is going to make a big difference. So I'm going to rotate with Mercury, get these smalls, let's see if he comes out of tower. Gonna Thunder Crash in, use the 1. If we would have connected everything, I think we would have gotten the kill, but Mercury's able to use his ultimate and get the kill. So we are off to a fantastic start this game.
Be careful, middle.
We are up about 2,500 gold, and it is 6-0.
Enemy missing middle.
So Cuckoo is most likely coming back to lane from death. There he is. We're going to clear this wave, try to get a little bit of poke. We avoided his main ability. We're going to go ahead and ult. We miss. We get some damage, and we're able to get the kill. That is 3-0-1. And right there, we were using just the damage from Raijin. Raijin's ultimate, we didn't use the taunt or the fear. And let me actually, just for clarity's sake,
Gotta put it inside.
the second beat is taunt and the third beat is fear. I'm not sure the exact order that I said it, but the first beat is max damage, second is taunt, third is fear.
Why am I so good at the game?
So we are just racking up some money, trying to save up for what I believe is a Spear of Desolation. It was a few days ago when I played this game, so I'm not exactly sure how it went.
What are you even doing?
Get the stun. Mercury does not follow up with his ult. I kind of thought he was going to. But that's okay. Our damage is up. We should be able to just clean up this wave, rotate the damage to keep gaining XP. So we're gonna go ahead and back. We have, we're getting Divine Ruin, not Spear of Desolation. That makes sense. So Divine Ruin is great for a couple of reasons. One, it has an okay amount of power. I believe it's around 80, but it has 15 flat pen. This flat pen is going to reduce the enemy's protections before the damage is calculated. So flat pen is really good early game. So let's take the example of 15 flat pen. If the enemy has 50 protections, you're going to remove 15 of those and you're going to be attacking them as if they had 35. But in the late game, let's say your opponent has 100 protections. You're only going to remove 15 of them and you're going to be attacking them for 85% of their, or you're going to be attacking them as if they had 85 protections. So in the earlier game, the flat pen is going to reduce the protections more than in the late game. So buying this Divine Ruin as my first item is going to allow me to have great early game pressure while also being able to apply the utility of having anti-heal on the enemy. Anti-heal will come into play. Sobek has some healing in his kit, Mage has some healing in her kit. Hachiman most likely building lifesteal. Erlon has a heal in his kit, and Cuckoo might be building lifesteal. So we make our way back to the back harpies. We just want to get some kind of XP going, and I don't think I've seen our jungler hit that camp, so I don't feel too bad taking it. Full clearing. No camps are up, so we're gonna go sit on damage. This might be a bit of a misplay. Up, damage is respawning.
Why am I so good?
So we timed that pretty well.
An ally has been slain.
Looks like there's a fight going on right, but they're so far towards the enemy towers that if I rotate over, it's gonna really set me back in terms of my rotations and farm. If it was closer to our towers, it might be worth it. But if Wanyi's that far pushed up, I don't think it's worth it. We're going to teleport over the wall and continue the farm by getting these harpies.
What are you even doing?
Cuckoo's missing. We're just going to hit these small camps. And as you'll notice, as I'm 3ing into those minion camps, it's not activating the minions in the sense of like they take damage and are trying to attack back. Your damage on your 3 comes before you teleport to it, so after you teleport to it you do some damage, but the camp hasn't registered that you're like within the circle, so none of the damage actually applies.
Be careful in the jungle.
So now we're going Spear of Desolation. Spear of Desolation is a great item. It has fantastic stats and a pretty good passive. I feel like it's not picked up all too much just because some of the other items are a little bit more meta. But Spear of Desolation is going to give us 10% cooldown, which is going to add to our Mage's Blessing, bringing us at 20% cooldown. And then it's also going to give us some more flat pen. I believe it is 10, so our flat pen will be 25. And then also gives us 110 magical power. So there we miss our 3. Now that we don't have our 3, we're actually in a vulnerable position.
AFK under the tower? Smell my double kill? Why am I so good at the game?
Neja just cleaned up
it's a triple.
right. Getting a triple. Good miss. So Cuckoo throws his ability on the camp. We're just going to back up. No need in giving him a free camp. So now we're going to go pick up our red buff. So we are a 13, Cuckoo is a 10. I'm pretty sure if we full combo him, we could kill him. Oh, good wall, Mr. Cuckoo. Not wall, but whirlwind. That is a bad ult, so that was very easy to dodge. We're gonna use our ult, and then Neja is here. We're gonna taunt them away. Mercury ults in, buys us a little bit of time. The taunt also bought us a little bit of time. That is a Neja ultimate. We're able to get a little bit of poke. Sobek rotates over, so now it's time to back up. We don't really want to fight into this 3v2. We were kind of lucky to survive the 2v1 by using our ult. So we're just hanging out in the back, getting a little bit of poke onto the minion wave. Guanyu's a little far pushed up, and it looks like the team's rotating to help him. We're going to rotate as well. Should be able to collapse it. That's going to be a kill.
Attack!
Guanyu calls for the attack. We're going to get the tower. We're still grouped up really well. We should be able to just clean up this next tower. Up, I make the call to go for gold because I saw Cuckoo was there. If Cuckoo wasn't there, we would have been able to take the tower pretty easily, but he's going to be able to just full clear the wave. So we have better use of our time. We're going to make our way over to the Gold Fury, start working on hitting this bad boy. There is a Hachiman rotating over. We're going to see if there's anything we can do. We're pretty weak. We're going to ult. Able to clean that up.
You have slain an
And
enemy.
the enemy got the Gold Fury. So right there, half our team went on to Hachiman, the other half stayed on Gold Fury. And then Cuckoo, one of the characters with one of the best ultimates for securing objectives in the game, comes in and just ults the Gold Fury. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but I think we made the right call by going onto that Hachiman. Maybe we could have communicated it with our team a little bit better by saying retreat, attack, or I guess that doesn't make much sense, but like saying retreat and then pinging the Hachiman, or attack and then pinging the Hachiman. Doesn't make sense to say retreat and then attack right after, but oh well. Sobek's ulting, so he's going to be killable. Mercury ults, gets a hit onto the Magi. We're going to teleport in. Easy, maybe a little too aggressive here. We get a little bit of poke on a Magi. We're going to back up, try to route a safe way. Looks like we're good, we're waiting for cooldowns. Now we're going to re-engage. Dash onto the Sobek. Get some pretty good poke, but I take some return damage, but I'm able to secure the kill thanks to the tick damage from Raijin. Raijin's second ability. So it looks like Hades was able to push his tier 1 down. Now we're going to see if we can rotate over and help him out.
Ultimate is ready.
I do let him know my ult is ready, like we're going to kill this guy. So right here I'm taunting him back into us, so that way he has to deal with us in the team. It's his little turtle, we're going to cancel him out of it by dashing onto him. And that is the kill onto Erlong, so now we are grouped very well.
Right tower is under attack.
We're grouped so well it makes me think that this game is going to be like a 20-minute game. But unfortunately, not the case.
Carry me, team.
So we are able to get an assist onto that. Naja's here. Eats. I thought I didn't die this game. Well, Naja was able to get us. We beads, but it turns out we needed to beads and Sanctuary.
Can you just AFK under the tower?
So that was a little unfortunate, but we are still having a great game. We are still in the lead by quite a bit. Naja just got a pretty bounty for killing me though. So if you guys did not know that, if there is a enemy that has a killing spree of any kind going on, is higher level, and if you kill them, you actually get bonus gold and XP for killing somebody that's on a spree and ahead of you.
Yes.
So we're gonna make our way back towards mid. One thing that is an option is casting your 1, 2, and 3 while in Fountain to get 3 charges onto your passive. That way you only need to use 2 more abilities to get it to activate and reduce the cooldown on all of your abilities. I didn't do it this spawn, I probably didn't do it this game. Probably didn't even realize I could do it in this game, but now that I'm looking back at it, I realize that is an option, and it makes a little sense. So Beck's rotating in, we are going to see what we can do here. He dashes out, we're going to ult, taunt him back, taunt him back, taunt him back, taunt him back. But now our team is here, and he doesn't have his dash. Might have been better doing damage there. Just maybe. You're gonna say? Oh, I guess we died a couple times this game. So, Magi got me again. That time she was able to ult. She knew my bees were down because I used them the last time she tried to ult me. She got me with the damage. This time she got me with the ult. After Spear of Desolation, we are going to be going into Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver is going to remove a flat % of their health each time you use an ability on an enemy. Great item. It's going to help me really do some damage against tanks.
Your middle tower has been destroyed. Your middle tower is under attack.
So right now, it looks like they're pushing out solo lane. Our team's kind of grouped in middle. Scotty's rotating over to clean up right. If Hades, Mercury, and Scotty were talking and making the same plays together, they could have gone for Pyromancer. That looked pretty securable, based on the mini-map just a few seconds ago. But now that Hades is back and Scotty's gone all the way over to right lane, it's probably not the best thing to go for. Plus, Oni Fury's up. So hopefully we will be able to secure this one without Cuckoo ulting and stealing it. Very nice. Some super waves coming our way for the team since we destroyed the Oni Fury. Right there, I think I just missed my Raijin on a camp, so that's a little embarrassing.
On my way.
Magi is ulting Guan Yu. Let's see if there's anything we can do to help him out. He's looking
Double
pretty
kill.
weak. Cuckoo gets a double. So we're going to want to try to just link up with our teammates. We got the Oni Fury, but they just got 2 picks, so they're going to be able to clear these 3 waves pretty easily, while the 3 people on our team are kind of scrambling. So we don't want to route that way. Hello, Nasia. We want to run away from you. Nasia is still mid, still hanging out. We were able to dodge her 3. Now we're going to ult, going for max damage, and we get the kill. A little bit of revenge going on. Sobek is able to dash out. Still just the 3 of us kind of grouping together. We're going to make our way over to the oracles, get a little bit of vision on the map going for us. We do have enough money for Soul Reaver, so we will want to back whenever we think it's effective. Right now there's a wave in mid that is not being cleared, so I am missing out on some XP. And I'm going to go ahead and back here. Looks like there's also a team fight brewing in the mid. So I think I would have been better off helping my team by being in mid, then rotating over with Scotty right there. And right here, I think I was doing something with my cat because there was an awkward pause. Oh man. Oh well. Well, I am in the lead, so this isn't hurting too much. It's not allowing me to completely snowball to level 20. Oh my lord. How long did I play with the cat in the middle of a game?
An ally has been slain. Can you
There
just
we
AFK
go.
under the tower?
There's the movement.
What are you even doing?
So let's say cat has finished being played with. Now we're going to make our way up middle, try to get this damage. Looks like they're going to have a wave pushing our tower as I'm swinging around to get damage. If the enemy team was smart, they'd be going for fire right now.
Your middle tower is under attack.
In fact, that's probably what they're doing. Yep, there it is. So if y'all saw the immune right there, enemies destroyed the Pyromancer as well. So we could probably kill this Cuckoo if we got the surprise engagement on him, but with Erlang, probably not. So we're just going to keep up the clear and farm near the mid lane. Looks like Mercury's making a rotation over and their whole team is over there. Naja's even kind of camping out the left jungle.
Ultimate is ready.
So it'd be cool if Scotty would rotate mid, allowing me to rotate over. Their team is coming.
Why am I so good at the game?
On my way.
Taunt them away, or fear them away. It's going to buy me a little bit of wiggle room to dash out. I'm going to try to re-engage through the back way in jungle. Oh, we missed a lot of damage on that one.
Your team destroyed the right middle tower.
We were able to successfully defend. It looks like Scotty's pushing up right.
Attack.
Why am I so good at the game?
They were able to clean up left. 4 people on left.
Your left tower.
So Scotty's backing. I think she's going to be able to hold the Phoenix, which means I don't need to back right away necessarily.
Your left Phoenix is under attack.
Nope. I need to back right away.
Your left Phoenix has been
That was a
destroyed.
misplay. I should not have been dancing with Sobek in the jungle. Should have been backing, trying to protect the Phoenix. But we pick up Soul Reaver. We are going to go into Obsidian Shard.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So right now, I feel like they're just grouped up as a team a little bit better than us. We might have the lead in terms of player level, but
Tower has been destroyed.
they're just grouping and pushing. We are getting more objectives than they got fired. Never mind. So we're able to get a pick. That's two for 0 so far. We're going to keep up the pressure. Mercury's able to blink and get a dash, throw somebody back for us. That's probably going to convert to a kill. 5-man pushing. This is the team fight that we need. 3 for nothing.
Attack the Gold Fury. Attack middle.
We could totally just crash this tower. Yeah. So let's get the tower and then let's make a play for gold. That would be my guess. Quanji goes down for the tower.
Right middle enemy
Now it's time to go for the Phoenix, or for the Gold Fury. Looks like Mercury's already on it. So we're gonna go ahead and hit our red buff. And then we might want to back as soon as Obsidian. Looks like we're going to be greedy. I think we should have backed right after red buff right there.
Got him from the inside.
Still think we should be backing for Obsidian. Scotty's able to get a pick. That's pretty big.
Yokatana. Yes.
Let's see. They might. I don't think they're on fire. They could be though. So right now, as a team, we need wards, we need to be grouped, and we need to be looking to get a pick onto ideally Hachiman, Neja, or Cuckoo. There's the Hachiman, so if we can get him
What are you
down,
even doing?
that would be huge. He's going to ult out. Furlong Shen is going to taunt us, we're going to dash away.
Carry me,
He's going to
team.
chase us, we are in a bit of trouble. We're going to ult. Get away. I'm scary. Get away. We're going to fear him away. Scotty's going to rotate around. I think he's on cooldown. We might be able to help with an ability or two.
Why am I so good?
Scotty's
at
able to
the
clean
game?
it up.
Thanks. Be right back.
So now it's time to pick up Obsidian Shard. I don't want to sell my relic until I can buy the next item.
That's no problem.
Looks like our left Phoenix is almost back up. Then we will be kind of at neutral end game.
Retreat.
We need to get fire, get a pick, or get a Phoenix. We also need to group. So our best bet, I think, would be to group and to try to push right lane, the dual lane. That way, if we do get a Phoenix, we can make a play for Fire Giant, and then they will need to send at least somebody over to the dual lane to clean up the fire minions, potentially making the Fire Giant a 4v5 in our favor. So we are now grouped with one. Scotty looks like she's heading our way. We have wards. Looks like we're going to ward. They were kind of camping out here anyway, and it looks like they have a sentry ward. Cuckoo's Tornado's down. Guan and Mercury are in a bit of a pickle. Hades, please come help with the team fight. Get out of solo lane. They were in your jungle. He's coming. So we're going to go ahead and ult through the wall.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Try to throw Raijin. Oh, we teleport in. There we go. That was a great team fight. We should be able to get some structures off of that.
Here comes the surrender.
Attack Fire
On
Giant!
my way.
Attack Fire Giant! Attack Fire Giant!
Attack Fire Giant!
So it looks like I'm gonna tank it as Raijin. We should be able to burn this down. Now let's get the Pyromancer, and then we need to collectively back as a team, and then all leave the fountain around the same time with the bonus movement speed from Pyromancer, and that would allow us to really kind of swing things in our direction and potentially catch somebody while they're out. They just have Hachiman left. We just need to group up and push, although their team is respawning. So right here we're debating Rod of Tahuti versus
Now that deserves a
Polynomic. No, this is
Can you just AFK under the
something
tower?
piece. Pythagorem? Pythagorem's
Well,
piece?
you're throwing.
We're gonna go with that. That sounds right.
unfortunate.
But this item is going to give us, or it's going to at least replace the 10% cooldown that the starter item was giving us. Plus, it's going to give us some magical lifesteal and give our team an aura that also gives them a little bit of magical lifesteal. So now, whenever we're grouped up, my cooldowns are going to be the same. I'm going to have a little bit more power, and our team is going to be able to lifesteal a little bit more. So they are grouping and attacking left lane. We're gonna get gold, it looks like, but we need to back and sit in front of this Phoenix.
Attack right lane.
We are going to make our way over there, and we're gonna see if we can catch
Right
them
Phoenix is
committing.
under attack. Your left Phoenix is under attack.
An enemy
There we
has
go,
been
Mercury's able to
slain.
get the kill, and we're gonna taunt them off of the Phoenix. Or fear them, I should say, off of the Phoenix. We were able to get the Erlong, now our team is pushing, we should be able to push them back. Mercury's pretty deep, I don't know if he's chasing or running, looks like he's running. We're gonna get some poke onto the Sobek,
It's not even
able to
a
get
challenge.
another kill.
Attack middle lane.
So now we are fully grouped, we should be able to do some marching up a lane together. Let's see how it goes. So somebody was backing right there, and we just missed them. So Juan should be able to tank this, and we should be able to just clean up the minion wave and get the Phoenix.
Carry me, team.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
I think this might be game. I think we might be able to close out here. The ultimate is online. Let's see if there's anything we can do.
An ally
Gonna
has been
cast the
slain.
one. Looks like we're not gonna finish it here. So we are going to run away. Sobek is on us. We are the deepest one on our team. There's the Erlong. Let's see if we can get out of here before he does anything too crazy. We do have our ult. We're gonna ult because Mercury's about to die. Maximum damage. Going to Tycho Drun onto the Sobek, get the double, get some poke onto their team. Run away. I think we're able to get out. Scott is able to rotate in. So that is 3 picks. That's pretty big at this point in the game.
No, find a challenge.
Cuckoo is running away. We get tagged by his tornado. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. We're going to go ahead and snipe just in case.
Retreat. Be right back.
So their left Phoenix is about to respawn. We are super weak. We're going to need to back here.
Carry me, team.
Thanks.
Can we go back to
Farewell.
It's very rare where I get to sell my boots and go a full build. So we are going to sell our boots and go Rod of Tahuti. We already have some lifesteal from Pythagorem's piece. That's going to replace the lifesteal that we were getting from our boots and the cooldown we were getting from our starter item. We have our ultimate. We just need to group up and effectively push together. Looks like the team is thinking about some fire objectives, whether that be Fire Giant or Pyromancer. Pyromancer should burn.
Colder, attack.
I think we can get fire before they can rotate. We've got 2 waves pushing in mid and left. So that is Fire Giant.
Move up.
Now here comes the good push. That's going to end the game.
Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is ready.
End the game or throw the game? We shall see. Eat. Oh, I could have eaten that. That was a late reaction. Dash out.
Why am I so good at the game?
Feel very lucky to have survived that.
An enemy has been slain.
So that is a 2 for nothing. We're just going to kind of hang out, keep regenning off this Fire Giant. We're kind of just hanging out in the back. We don't want them to know we're here necessarily.
Your team has destroyed a left.
That is the left Phoenix. They have 2 people down for another 40 seconds. We should be good to win this. So the engagement is beginning. Yeah, we're going to melt that. Alright, well if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. These stats for the game are going to be posted at the end of the video. If you ever want to see a god play, please let me know in the comments or by joining the Discord. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.